Hey guys, and welcome to our review for A Star Is Born, directed by Bradley Cooper, starring Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, Sam Elliott.
Mm-hmm. Sam Elliott
Dave
was in
Chappelle's
this?
in it. There's a couple other people, but I'm sure we'll talk about them during the review. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim Gavick.
Let's do this up.
Glad you can make it. Also joining us is Willem Dafoe from Murder on the Orient Express, also known as Tyler Switowski.
Parheeb.
Hey guys.
Or eat myself.
And Adam Franey.
Yeah.
Tim, can you give us a little synopsis of A Star Is Born for the viewers?
Yeah, a young singer is swept off her feet by music star Jackson Maine, who helps her to realize that she could be a star.
Good name.
While she gains more and more attention, Jackson struggles with his own personal demons.
Those demons.
Classic tale.
Ty, let's start with you. What did you think about A Star Is Born, Bradley Cooper's directorial debut?
What did I think?
Did you see it?
I did not see this one.
Adam, what did you think about A Star Is Born, Bradley Cooper's directorial debut?
What did I think?
Yeah.
I did see it,
Yeah,
for starters.
Right.
I loved it.
loved it.
The hype's real. I loved it. I thought it was a beautiful little film. I thought Bradley Cooper
B. Coops.
is incredible.
Can he sing?
Rocket himself.
He can sing.
Yeah?
The raccoon
can
can
act.
sing.
He can direct.
He can direct.
Mm.
Some would say there's scenes where he's doing all three simultaneously.
Yes.
Almost like that's
Correct.
the movie.
That is how that works.
Pretty savage. I see Oscar noms across the board.
Do you?
It's a very good film. Lady Gaga was very good, I thought. Very, very good. Sam Elliott was awesome. Just being Sam Elliott,
I
really.
haven't seen him in a while.
Old.
He's just very old.
It was weird. He was very old the last time I saw him.
He's never been young.
Yeah.
I defy you to find him
He was old in Big Lebowski back in
Yeah.
back in 90. What year was that?
90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
20
just
years
thought...
ago.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It feels like the La La Land of this year, I guess. Like,
Wow.
right? It's not a musical, but
But
it's a movie about music. You know, obviously the falling
couple,
in love, the couple. I'm invested in the relationship. I'm like totally invested in Bradley Cooper. Totally invested in Lady Gaga. Andrew Dice Clay's in it. Blew my mind. Eddie Griffin is in it. Couple of completely washed up comedians. Very nice.
Dave Chappelle.
The GOAT.
Couple of washed up comedians. I love you,
Not
Chappelle.
go that far. Yeah, it's like definitely not reinventing the wheel. Like we've literally seen this movie 3 times, but we've seen this movie before, right? But it's just so well done. Like there's nothing wrong with just getting a well-made thing that we've gotten before. Like it's just supremely well made.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really have too many
Yeah,
complaints.
I'll jump in. I agree wholeheartedly.
My man.
I love this movie. It
Oh.
was
A lot of hype.
the
so
acting was
it's
fantastic,
scary.
and I think honestly the biggest thing for me was just Bradley Cooper's like direction. Like it was such a well directed movie,
Yeah.
and just all the songs are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like the soundtrack is fire.
That opening song,
Yeah.
I was like fucking jamming.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Get me to a Bradley Cooper concert.
It sounds like
now."
kind of like Sheepdogs to me. That
Yeah.
first song.
Yeah. Very.
But it was great, and yeah, just all the songs, and especially the main theme. That whole sequence was amazing. How he brought her, she wasn't gonna come, and then she came, and then brought her on stage, and that whole sequence I thought was just so well done. But yeah, I mean, just the the acting, the drama, the end crazy, but yeah, it was just done really well. I thought all the supporting characters were great. Sam Elliott, he had a few excellent scenes in it.
Who does he play in this? For the people who
He
have
plays
not
Bradley
seen it?
Cooper's
Much older brother.
much older brother,
Jesus.
As explained in the movie.
No.
also manager, but like stepbrother, right?
Okay,
like
that makes-
different.
that makes-
Different
They
mom.
have the same
Same dad, different
same
mom.
dad, different mom. So
Okay.
That reaction.
so Sam Elliott is from the previous marriage, and
That makes sense.
born much older. But so Bradley Cooper because Bradley Cooper and Sam Elliott's father like passed away when he was like younger or whatever. So like Sam Elliott's character was almost like a father figure to him because he was so much older.
Because he's old.
Because he's old. He's always old.
He's old.
He's very old.
But he plays like his
Very old.
manager. I think initially the character was written as just the manager,
Oh.
and then because Bradley Cooper did this like Sam Elliott like impression, or whatever, he like wanted to get Sam Elliott to like do the role of the manager and like make it like his brother, and they made this whole backstory and stuff, right? So yeah, Bradley Cooper's kind of doing a bit of a Sam Elliott impression with his voice in the whole movie.
Like throughout the movie.
He dropped, and he spent so much time working on his voice. I forget how much he spent, but he spent all his prep time, and during the movie, he's just talking like that as he's like directing it, right? But it's just that really low sort of vocal range.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just like dropped an octave.
Yeah, and yeah, I thought it was amazing. I could definitely see, you know, Best Actor Bradley Cooper, Best Actress Lady Gaga, Best Supporting Actor Sam Elliott, Best
Picture?
Director. Did I say
Best
that?
original song.
Original
It's gonna
song,
win Best
for
Original
sure.
Song.
It's gonna win
for
Best
sure,
Original
yeah.
Song.
What have we had that's come out this year that would even be a contender?
We'll see. There's always at least 5.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. But
Eminem, Best original song for Venom.
That's
Oh,
right.
Tie-in. Get hype.
does that have to play during the movie or does it after?
No, it's
credits
supposed to be
song
made for the
counts?
movie.
Okay.
Specifically,
He
yeah.
already has one Oscar.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the cinematography was great.
Award winner.
I just thought just the movie itself, just tying to the direction, like it was just edited so well. Like it was very like, even though it was like over 2 hours, like it just felt like every scene was like integral.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of extra fat in it.
No, not at all. There's no like it was never
Side
dry. It was
plots
never like
and-
it was just
yeah,
very
it was great.
tight.
Overall, I liked it quite a bit, and I got a little missed at the end. No
I
tears
missed it.
fell. No tears fell, but it was the mist
Borderline?
was coming on strong.
There's heavy mist for me. Heavy
Yeah.
mist.
Tim,
Couple
Yeah.
lines,
what did you
couple
think of A
lines.
Star Is Born?
I really like this movie. Really
How
liked
about
it.
that?
I don't believe you.
No love?
Acting
See it?
terrible, directing terrible. Music great though, so it's a 5.
There you go.
No. Yeah, just the same thing you guys have said. Bradley Cooper, I think, was fantastic in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, so charming.
Yeah.
And then
Good word.
you kind of hate him for a bit because he has a problem, which, again, not his fault at the same time. So, like, it's a very, very, very good character, I think. Lady Gaga, awesome. Was not surprised by her singing because I knew she could sing well.
Yeah,
Bradley Cooper shocked me.
he's very
Fantastic.
good.
And they sing live in the movie, too, right?
Yeah, all those
Like-
songs were sung live.
like Les Mis style. They sang live
Really?
on stage.
So fun.
That's
Sam
impressive.
Elliott was fantastic.
Did
There's
he
a certain shot of him like reversing his truck with like tears in his eyes. I'm like,
You can sing,
oh
you
my
know
God.
Yeah, that was amazing.
My boy Sammy.
That scene.
Yeah,
The scene with Lady Gaga at the end too. He had a scene with Lady
yeah,
Gaga.
yeah.
Amazing.
That seems real
Yeah,
good.
you know what? You're reminding me. Sam
Sam
Elliott
Elliott's great. in
killed
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best supporting.
What I else want to say? Oh, shit.
Well, I just want to say sorry about Sam Elliott. What you're
Fine,
thinking,
yeah.
Tim? He just, you know, in a lot of films, he kind of like sleepwalks through it. Like he's just Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Right.
But in this movie, he was given so much good material to work with that he just crushed it. Like every scene that he's in, there's always some like really great emotional thing going on.
yeah.
So he
every single
had a
one.
lot to like really chew into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just thought he killed
Because
it.
like you notice, like whenever he's in a movie, like they often like will make this character a Sam Elliott character and just have him act like as he normally does.
Yeah.
And but then like
He's usually like a character.
I think
yeah.
like Ghost Rider or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Where he's just like he literally is just like a
You're just Sam Elliott.
He's just
Yeah.
literally like he just walks up and he gets to the set and then he just does his shit and leaves. You
He
know,
just reads
like
the
it's-
lines and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just so good at it. But,
You want to get in costumes? Like, nah, I just
Cooper
wore this.
motivated him,
yeah.
obviously.
I remember what I was gonna say. The reason this movie's not a 5
Ooh.
is it's fairly tropey.
Fathomable.
It's fairly tropey. It's like
Yeah, same.
like you said, we've seen like
we
not
lost Scott.
like not only is this the 4th A Star Is Born movie,
Yeah.
but it's very similar to other movies. Like Ashley, I saw this with my wife. She loves the first like 3/4 of it, and then towards the end,
Why?
she said it got very similar to like Country Strong. Like throughout the movie, throughout the movie, she thought it was pretty similar to Country Strong.
Is that the Jeff?
That's
Bridges?
that's Crazy Heart. This is the Gwyneth Paltrow one, where she's like a
Oh shit! Yeah.
like an aging
That's what I
star,
mean,
and
like
she has a
we've-
relationship with like a younger singer, and
Right.
then
But I feel
She
like
has some
all the
problems.
movies that we think about are like, because A Star Is Born, the original Star Is Born is so old.
37. Yeah.
Like it's just like it's been done so many times since
Yeah.
then that people are born from the original Star Is
Yeah.
Born
Right.
and like that classic story.
That's why it's not quite a 5. I think it's a fairly tropey in some spots.
Or like The Artist.
Born.
Yeah,
You
very similar to ours.
Oh, you've seen
I've
that?
seen some Artist. Yeah.
It's very similar to The Artist.
Yeah,
right?
it is. But besides that one nitpick of it, of having some tropes,
Yeah.
thought it was very well done. Again, acting great, direction was great from Bradley Cooper. Cinematography was awesome. Some really, really cool, beautiful shots. I like the stuff is like very, like a lot of like the heavy drama parts are like very up close and like in your face, so you feel like you're like right there with them. Very well done.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sitting in the hallway under the
Yeah.
plaques,
Yeah.
Sam Elliott and Gaga.
Yeah, you get like a
Like-
wide like establishing shot, so you can see where
Yeah.
they are. But then as soon as they start talking, it's like cut in close cuts with people.
And in the bathtub and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very close cut.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Let's give our ratings and we can get into some spoiler discussion
0.
if we want. I'm going to start off. I'm going to go heavy 4.
Oh, I was so sure you were gonna say 5.
I'm gonna go 2.
I kind of agree with what Tim was saying. How it's like very tropey. Like I've seen
Yeah.
it before,
Yeah.
so it didn't like break new ground where it literally blew my mind, but it was
Yeah.
just so well done.
Yeah.
Right.
Heavy 4.
I'm gonna go heavy 4 as well.
Ty,
We're
So
gonna
many numbers to choose
We're gonna
from.
give it like a solid
somewhere between
3.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm leaning towards heavy 2 because it's even more in the middle.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go with heavy 2.
Gotta go with the heavy 4.
Mm.
Couldn't agree
Heavy
more.
4 is all around.
Heavy 4.
Get hype.
When you can't agree more, you go heavy 4.
Well, fair warning, if you haven't seen A Star Is Born, we're going to be discussing some spoiler aspects of the film, so you've been warned. Now, is there anything specific that you guys want to mention?
Does Ty want to leave?
He's plugged in.
You're okay?
Heartbroken. That
No. Let's get into it.
so Jackson Maine
Yeah.
kills himself.
Oh!
Realizes, sorry.
Jackson Hang, more like.
When he realizes
Oh!
that he can't be there and have Lady Gaga be successful because he's always going to bring her down with his drinking or his public embarrassments.
Mm-hmm.
So he decides to kill himself.
Can we talk about that public embarrassment?
That
Just
was
the saddest.
cringe.
I was cringing so much.
Yeah.
I
One of
was
the most
like,
cringe-
oh no.
When
it's
he's on the
just
stage,
so
just
bad.
like, oh my god.
And then
And he actually gets up on the stage. I'm like, no, what are you doing?
No.
And then just the cherry on the top pisses himself
Yeah.
in front of the.
What?
Entire world.
Did I realize
You didn't
that?
notice that?
He pissed
I don't
himself.
think I did.
He's like falling over, and then everyone's like,
On
"Ah,"
top of it.
because he's like pissing himself.
Yeah.
Like,
And then she like covers her.
No, didn't know this.
this is the Grammys, right? She literally just won a Grammy for Best New Artist or whatever.
Yes, that's right.
And oh my god, it was like from here to
How
like.
many musicians are gonna see this and just be like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
I need to stop"? Like, I feel like so many people are gonna relate to this.
This is a
or
wake-up call.
actors. Yeah, like this could be a Hollywood-wide wake-up call.
Oh my god, yeah.
But like,
Crazy.
no, I'm still. I feel like I lost someone I know.
Yeah.
Like I'm devastated.
That
Like,
shot where you
so
can just
sad.
see like here
Oh,
through like the garage door window, like hanging, and there's dogs outside. I'm just like,
No.
as soon as he made his dog like the giant steak, I'm like, oh yeah, he's killing himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I saw it with you and your girlfriend Emily.
Shouts
Shout out to
out.
Emily.
Huge Lady Gaga fan.
Huge
What,
Gaga.
what did Emily? Because she said she was ugly crying at the end.
She was sobbing.
Goo Goo for
That was
Gaga.
her words. She said she was ugly crying.
She is goo goo for Gaga. She loved the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves Gaga. Loves.
But yeah,
her
she was.
performance.
She must have been pretty devastated at that
She was
moment.
devastated. As am I.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, it's just fucking heartbreaking. Like, you get so invested in him and you want him to succeed.
It's interesting too because like I intentionally didn't look up the other A Star Is Born movies because
I'm assuming they don't end with.
They all do.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That's dark for 1937.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Really?
I'm pretty sure they all do. At least a
I
couple
thought-
of them do. Maybe
I
not all
honestly
three.
assumed that he changed the ending or something. Interesting.
Devastating.
Now I
So-
didn't
so,
see
like-
the other ones. I didn't see this one.
You didn't
But
see that coming.
you guys
You're
just
all for
spoke
more.
so highly of this character and how like groundbreaking he was and how much he did for Gaga, and then you said that, and I feel something now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
sad,
You
man.
This-
believe his sadness.
I
I'm
think
sorry you had to hear that.
I
you
think
should have watched
this
the movie,
hurts.
Yeah.
I
Because-
got.
Right?
but I was like, no, no.
When he had
he's
the
walking
belt?
out of.
Like,
But-
when he's just walking with the belt, I'm like, Oh no.
Fuck.
What's he gonna do to
Oh,
that?
I'm trying to
dog?
remember what Lady Gaga was like doing a show or something, or
She was singing, and he was supposed to show up and,
And then
sing that song with her. Instead, he like
he reaches in a glove box and sees that there's an old thing of pills there, and I'm like, oh no, don't do it, man, don't regress. And then he steps out of the car, and they didn't show his face after that, right? It was only like low shots of like the bottom half of his body,
for most. Yeah, that one really long.
and then he like stumbles out of the car and he's like holding his belt.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
I'm like, oh no. And it all sort of, I knew exactly what was going to happen because earlier in the movie he's talking with his sort of
Sponsor?
like AA sponsor about how he like tried to kill himself once but it didn't work because the fixture
He tried to hang himself to a ceiling fan.
Yeah, the ceiling
when he was
fan and then-
13, and the ceiling fan pulled out.
and it was like a funny scene. But it revealed a lot about Bradley Cooper's character, but at the same time, it was a bit of comic relief because their characters were laughing about it. How like it was pretty dark and twisted, but they were laughing about it. And then when you finally see him step out of the car with the belt, I'm like, it's gonna come full circle. Like he's gonna actually do it, and it's just, it wasn't like unearned. Like it was, you can understand how he felt in that moment. Like he just could never live, like you said, Adam. Like he just couldn't live up to, he was always going to keep bringing down Lady Gaga's character, right? In his mind.
In La La Land, similar thing where like they keep pulling each other down. So instead of like they go the opposite way, they're like, oh, we'll just break up and we'll just go separate ways.
Yeah, that's
which is like the nicer way of doing it. I'm like, oh fuck, he's gonna kill himself.
When I compared to La La Land earlier, that's what I also forgot. Like downer ending.
Yeah.
And interestingly, same with The Artist. I don't know if you guys haven't seen The Artist, but he like attempts suicide, and like the dog likes. Anyway, it's very similar.
Yeah.
Right.
Really?
Because like he was a star, and then he found this new star, and then she became a bigger star than him. It's like the very similar storyline.
And just like I like the whole thing of him lying to her, and just like saying goodbye on the bed for the last time, and see you when you get back, and she's simultaneously lying to him, being like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay home and do an album instead of go on tour. But really, obviously, she's just not going on tour because she has this
just like
mess of a husband.
Yeah.
She has to babysit him. And then she's like as he's hanging herself, she's like going hard on the piano, just like, yeah, this is my last show. My husband was supposed to be here tonight, but like, blah blah blah. Like, see ya. Like, I'm gonna go home and see him. And as he's like cutting back and forth to him hanging himself is like
devastating.
Sorry.
I got even more misty-eyed
devastating.
at the
I'm
end when
devastated.
she's singing the song that he wrote, and then it hard cuts to him just doing like the light piano version of it. I'm like, oh my god.
But I just thought, I think the moment that I like got misty wasn't that I was just like, I was shook at that moment, but I wasn't like teary-eyed necessarily. It was her like song.
Yes.
At the very end, how she like wrote this song. It was like sort of a benefit or something for in his memory or whatever. Yeah. She did like this show.
I thought it was his song.
It's his song.
Right. No, but I mean like the reason that she was doing this show was like because he passed away. So, but then when it cut back, I think with the most misty part was when it cut to him singing. I'm just like,
fuck you,
don't
Bradley.
do me like that. It's fucking so good.
How you gonna do me like this, Bradley?
Fuck,
you motherfucker.
Fuck. But yeah, it was just so good.
Is it I might have a hot take for my most misty scene.
It's yours.
Was it the steak?
Feeding a perfect steak to a dog. I understand you like dogs. No. When he's in the truck with Sam Elliott.
Ooh, yeah.
His goodbye to him.
Yeah.
Right? When I said I got my voice from Dad, I lied. I got my voice from you, like, whatever. Like, you inspired me, and just shuts the door and, like, gets out of the... Oh, my God.
And Sam Elliott.
I know you mentioned it. Sam Elliott backing out, teary-eyed style. Like, McConaughey and Interstellar style.
Yeah.
Woo! I was,
destroyed.
I'm never going to see this movie.
You can't.
I can't now.
Come out.
Because I know what's going to happen, and I can't bring myself to do it.
I think it might be harder to watch knowing that he's...
I thought it was going to be like an uplifting movie.
Honestly, it's like this crowd pleaser, like mass appeal movie that everyone's going to see. So I was like blown away that the balls to like end it that way.
Right.
But then when you said that's the original ending, I mean,
Crazy.
I don't think they changed a lot of stuff. I think the main beats are the same in all the movies, but
Yeah.
No.
but yeah, I don't know if there's much else to dig into.
Oh, is there more you guys can say? Like, I think you've covered it all.
I do
I'm done.
I do want to reiterate just that whole like what's the song? The Shallows or whatever, Shallows, where like that she
Future
like
Oscar winner movie. Yeah.
oh yeah, she like wrote it off the cuff while they're sitting on the curb,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
he like
He added a verse.
he brought her on and she's like, what? Like, no, I'm not going on stage. And then he like sings his own like version of the verse to like start and starts playing it. And just that whole sequence I thought was so good when she finally like sings in front of this giant crowd.
Nuts.
And that whole like sequence of her just going on tour with him and that whole sort of montage.
The complexity
so good.
of like their performances is insane.
And just
If you
crazy
think about
that
it.
those crowds were like real. Like they actually
Yeah,
played
they
in front of
filmed
those
it
crowds.
at Coachella, and they filmed some at
What?
like,
Glastonbury.
Yeah.
You know the scene where there's like all the flags and stuff? Like that's Glastonbury. Like they literally filmed there.
I watched an
on
interview with
stage.
Bradley Cooper, and he's like, "Yeah, we had like 8 minutes between like 2 gigs to come up and like
Shoot it.
play some stuff and shoot it."
So they like just played it live,
Yeah,
and the crowd just reacted.
Crazy.
I was wondering. I didn't know if it was like green screen. I'm like, this crowd looks very real. It doesn't look like, like green screened in.
Yeah, I think Bradley Cooper's just like, yeah, I don't want to have to green screen it. I want to just actually like do it.
I want to actually get up in front of all these people.
I know that too.
Yeah.
Like you're
Terrifying.
Like,
performing.
acting is one thing, like on a soundstage or, a set they've created. But
yeah, because you can cut it. Take another take.
yeah, but when you're going up in front of all these people who are there
You're
to
bearing yourself.
literally hear music being played,
Mhm.
and you're someone who's not a musician, like,
He is now.
He is now.
More.
I'd listen to a Bradley Cooper album.
if he
I've been
drops
listening
an
to that
album,
soundtrack. I've been bumping that soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I saw an interview. He was talking about. He's like, yeah, I guess I have my first #1 single on iTunes now. Like some song he did by himself in the movie.
Oh,
there's
that one.
Probably
Barbie
the
Song?
opening one.
The one he sings at the drag bar.
there's a drag bar?
Yeah.
No, does he?
Yeah.
Is that the same song that he opens the movie
No,
with?
no.
Oh, okay.
But I could see that one be #1. The one that he
I don't
sings
know
at.
which one it is.
The
But
one that he sings. Remember, he goes to the mic. They're like, "Sing a song
Yeah.
for me, baby!"
He's
Like,
like, what do you want me to do? And he puts it
and he
on.
just kills it.
Yeah.
I do love that whole drag bar like sequence. That whole
Yeah,
thing. I don't know. I just all the characters.
This movie was
it's
made
just
for
so
you,
funny.
man.
I should have seen this movie. It's got what? It's got drag queens, music,
Drugs.
suicide, drugs.
It's all you.
Oh,
man. It's
God.
everything that encompasses you.
Well, I think that'll do it for our review of A Star Is Born. Check it out in theaters. Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at The Craft Pundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find my non-review of this on Letterboxd at UpRealTime.
Yeah, you don't post it.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Adam?
So it's
You can
Half
find
and
me on Twitter at Franey25 and Instagram Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott as well. If you do like this video, leave a like on it, leave a comment below in the comment section, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.